So before I start off this video, I know that some of you are a young audience and I want to let you know that all you really need to learn art is a pencil, eraser, and any sheet of paper. You do not need really expensive things or a lot of things to start creating art. So I don't want you to be discouraged from creating art just because you don't have some of these materials. Hola and welcome to my studio. So it's been a while since I did the last art haul video, so I figure I share with you the last purchase that I made. I bought a lot of things recently, so I'm gonna show you what I got. So here we go. So I'm gonna start off with the canvases. I got this from Jerry's Artarama. These are the Pro Tones, and this size is the 6x8. And here's a close-up so that you can see the grain. Next is the size 8x10. And here's the close-up for this one, and the color is the Seafoam. And some more Pro Tones. This is sort of a really pale green color. They come triple primed. And here's the close-up for this one. Is basically the same texture as the one before, it's just that it's in a bigger size. So next I bought a different size, which was a square. And this size is 8x8. Here's the close-up for this one, and this one is a different brand. Next is I bought some Fredrix, and this is 10x10. So next up is the Fredrix 12x12. These are just regular white canvases, just in a bigger size. Next is the Fredrix Canvas Pad 8x10, and I bought it because I need more space in my studio, and I still want to create oils, but I don't want them to take up too much space. So I think this will help to create a couple of oil paintings without having to run out of space. So that's that as far as canvases go. So next I bought a couple of papers. This one is the Strathmore drawing paper, and it's black. So have a couple of ideas. I have some white charcoal that I want to use with this and see what I can come up with. And here I'm doing a quick sketch just so that you can see the contrast. Next, and these are my favorites so far, and I have tried it. I've been using it for quite some time, and I really love it, even though they do warp a little bit when you're using it with acrylics. As long as you put clips around it, it doesn't warp as much. So when you're using acrylics, so I really love this. So I bought 2 of them, and this size is an 8x10, 140 pounds. Cold press Fabriano. Since I tried the Fabriano Studio watercolor paper, I figured that I would try their Artistry brand per se, like a better paper from them. So I bought the Fabriano watercolor 140 pounds Artistico extra white. And this one was like 3 times more expensive than the Studio watercolors. So I'm looking forward to do some watercolors with this one. Probably not acrylics. I'll probably use them for watercolor and maybe one acrylic just to see what the difference is between this one and the studio. So next is also from Jerry's. They had a huge spring sale, so and these ones were dirt cheap, so I just bought a bunch of them. And these ones I'll probably be using them for underpainting. So I bought Viridian. And here's a close-up to show you what it looks like and also to show you the consistency of it. And as you can see, it's very transparent. I also got some chrome green light. Here's the close-up of it, and also just like the Viridian, this one is transparent as well. I bought a couple of burnt sienna. Here's the close-up, and this one is a little bit more opaque. And I really love this color, how it handled with the acrylic, so I bought a big paint of this. And this is Cerulean blue. Here's what it looks like up close, and this one is very opaque. And before I knew that there was a huge sale, I bought titanium white because I love the consistency of this. But it turns out that they had a huge sale of the big one. This one is the, let's see if I can find it, 500 ml. So here's a close-up of this one, and as you can see, it's covering pretty good. And the last thing that I bought for paints, well, actually there's one more, but from Lukas was the gold. I'll do a close-up of this. Here you can see it up close, and I love the shine that it has. And here you can see what it would look like when applied on a dark background. This is when the light hits it. I also bought from Liquitex the heavy body acrylic and iridescent white. So lately I've been crazy about iridescence, and I want to create a couple of pieces with the sparkly gold metallic iridescent. So I've been buying, and you're gonna see on the next paints that I bought and materials, that I have a lot of glittery shiny stuff. So this was one of them. Here's a close-up of the Liquitex heavy body acrylic iridescent white. Now I'm just trying to show you the shine and the glitter. Next up on paints, I bought Winsor & Newton Professional Acrylics, and again, they're cheap. This one is a set of 6 for 20 mLs, and I figure I tried another brand. So far I've tried in acrylics the Lukas Student, the Liquid Text, and the Golden, and I like them. So since this one was on sale, I figure why not try it. Here's a close-up of the box, and it brings Azo Yellow Medium, Permanent Alizarin Crimson, Phthalo Blue, which are your primary colors, and then it brings Yellow Ochre, Mars Black, and Titanium White. And as you can see, a little bit goes a long way. Next is I tried the acrylic version of this and I really liked it. So I figured that I would give the oil version a try and see how they perform. I believe these ones are student grade. Whatever I mess up on this video, I'm gonna put the corrections on the description, so just in case. But I believe this is the student grade. So here we go. This box has 12 colors, and I'll go ahead and put each color down on the description. Next up, I bought some more iridescent, and this one is from Lumiere. I hope I'm saying it right. Light body metallic acrylic, and this one is super sparkle. Here's a close-up of it, and I love how it looks. It looks so yummy, you could almost eat it, but please do not eat this. Here I'm applying the first coat. So this is what it looks like with the second coat. And then a third coat. You can still see the color underneath, so it's pretty transparent. And a fourth coat. Now I wish I would have left it dry a little bit, but instead I was working wet on wet. And now I'm applying it on a white background so that you can see the difference. I like it so much better on a lighter background. And I also bought the Lumiere Light Body Metallic Acrylic Pearlescent White. Again, I have been obsessed with iridescence. I hope the paintings don't come out cheesy or too cheesy, so we'll see. Here's the close-up so that you can see the sparkle on this one. And now here I'm testing it. And here's the second coat. And then the next random stuff that I bought were a retouching varnish and some Mona Lisa adhesive size and sealer. And I'm gonna be using this for a gold leaf. Now this one's where I'm gonna start trying probably some mixed media. So I bought this for this and I'm super excited. They're like, when I saw them, they were like so shimmery and shiny. I just had to have them. So there you go. Okay. And I bought orange, blue, and green. So I'm gonna be using these ones on my next paintings. So yeah, I love this a lot. So I never really done mixed media, so when I asked the people at the store, they told me that I could use a gel medium. So that's what I'm gonna be using to stick it to the paper. So this paper is rather shiny and it's also somewhat thick. And here's a close-up. So next up, I went to the dollar store and I got some stuff for my Instagram to do some mock-ups to put along with my paintings. So this is one of them. It's like a sparkly purple butterfly. So I got some flowers. These are dahlias. Some, I don't know how to pronounce this, delphinium, and some more cute flowers. This one sort of look like lavender, but they're not. So that's it for that. So I'm gonna show you some ideas of what you can do with this type of props for your social media. I'm gonna show you some pictures that I took with my iPhone on a plain whiteboard that I also bought at the dollar store, and I was using a daylight light bulb. And you're gonna see the unphotoshopped version and the Photoshop version. I cut and trimmed them to fit better on the frame. I had to Photoshop it because the painting had too much glare. So I finished my shopping spree at Michael's and they had a huge sale on craft acrylic paintings, so I kind of went crazy with it. So here's one thing that I got at Michael's. This was just $1 and I'm going to be using this as a prop for a couple of paintings. So I thought it was super cute. So that's that. And again, I'm going with my crazy, sparkly, shiny theme. I bought some iridescent extra fine glitter. And I'll probably do a couple of DIYs with this. Here's the close-up, and as you can see, it has some green to it. And then some extra fine glitter, and this is silver. Here's the close-up, and I really like how it catches the light. Next, we have the acrylic paints, where I went completely crazy. They were just $1 each or less, I think some of them. Some of them were like $1.30, some of them were $1, some of them were less than that. So that's why I went crazy with it. So here is my stash. There's so many colors. So here are some of the colors. Aquamarine. This one is a metallic aquamarine. Some beautiful, gorgeous pinks. Here the pink doesn't look like much, but it looked better after it dried. And what else? Some greens and blues and gorgeous blues. Here's the green, and as you can see, it's very transparent. And you can never have enough gold, so I bought a ton of gold and some primary colors too to mix. So for these ones, I'm planning to use them to match them with the frames or with the tiny easels that I'm doing. So that's why I bought them, and I might do a paint on this just to see what you can do with cheap craft paint. So I'll probably do a video on that. Okay, so that's that. I hope you guys like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this ones, let me know. And I hope you enjoyed it. Have an awesome day. Goodbye. So in case you didn't see the previous video to this one, here is a quick rundown of what's next for this channel. Thanks for watching! And if you like this video, don't forget to like, sub and share. If you'd like to be notified every time I post a video, make sure to hit the bell. So were you able to guess what the next paintings are going to be about? If so, put your comments below.